Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 0, 1 of 1 back again. Let me check the plans real quick. We are back playing Stationeers on Europa. And today we're going to continue working on the greenhouse, I guess. There's not really much else to do besides, you know, working on the rocket, but I'm not ready for working on the rocket yet. So, let's go on and head down. Right, the other thing I need to do is to connect that turbine that I set up in the last one to the green line. So I think I had this not making a bunch of cable that it should have been making. Okay. Alright, so it'll just make a lot of cable, which I'll be fine with. Temperature in here is 39, which I think is, you know, decent. How are we doing over here? Is this good enough to start back up? Alright. We'll get that going again. That, I suppose, can get turned off, and then we can head in here and see what there is to do in here. Alright, so for this, I had an idea of what could potentially be the issue and why this keeps flipping on and off. See, then the process goes back down to 0. I think it's because there's not enough volume in here. So what I may end up doing, I can't do it over here, of course, but I'm going to put like an inline tank, like a big inline tank, just so that way there is a set volume for it to pull from, and then maybe that will help, because I think it's probably pulling from the pipes faster than the pipes can, you know, replenish the gas in there, and so then I don't know. It's a thought. I don't know if it's right or not. I could be wrong, but we will see. All right, so we'll make 2 of these. These things actually take a long time to make. All right, well, there's 1. Right, and there is 2. Good. That can go off. All right, so we've got this. That is at 26 cables. How many do we have currently? 43. Okay. Yeah, I'll just let that keep going for a while. I think it's probably going to be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this set up, sort of, kind of, hopefully. Alright, so if I take that off and I put this into here, so that gives it like a larger volume, right? So then when it pulls in, yeah, so it's going to fill up that entire volume, which maybe will help, maybe it won't, who knows. There we go, and then let me take the brown back out of that. Yeah, so now it's staying on. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I think it's okay. So it has a much larger volume to pull from now. And then if we see that, yeah, so now the pollutant is actually going down, which I think is good. So what I could do technically, wait, did I turn that off? I did. Okay. I could redo this and then change, well, I suppose I don't, it's probably fine, right? Yeah, it's probably fine. We were at 318 to start, we're at 317 now, so I think it's going down. And then we're keeping our pressure kind of consistent here, which is good. Nitrogen percentage is going up, which is also good. CO2 percentage is already where it needs to be, and the oxygen just needs to go down. So I think we're doing all right. Okay, so next thing is temperature. we're going to have to do something about that. Also, I believe I have more ice in here. Oh, I don't. Okay. Oh, right. It wasn't in there. It was in here. There we go. All right. So we'll throw that in there. That's going to put more nitrogen into the atmosphere, which is fine. I mean, we're just pumping nitrogen in here anyways, so I think it'll be fine. Okay. So what else do I need to do? I'm going to need more Harveys. And I'm going to need more cable here, so that's probably one of the things I had to do. There we go. Okay, so now these can turn on. Probably not gonna... Oh, these are already on. Okay, good. Alright, so... Oh. Fancy. It's so fancy. Okay, so... let's see, we're going to need more temperature in here. And then, let's see, so how do I want to handle the temperature? I mean, you could put heaters in here. That would be one way to do it, but I don't know if that would be the best way to do it. I mean, I have lots of power, so I'm not really that worried about that. It wouldn't be too hard to set up either, if I wanted to do it that way. But I mean, we've got like all of that heat in there, in our little furnace room, that we could be, you know, making use of, potentially. So, okay, fine. Let me replace my waste tank real quick. Okay, that's good enough, I think. All right, so in here, we already have that set up right there, right? So that's already pulling the really, 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 really warm heat. And yeah, so and then temperature in there is probably really, really, really hot. Thinking like 700 degrees hot. Oh, 457. Okay, that's not so bad. But I mean, that's more than enough heat to make use of, though, right? Is that enough cable? Probably, I think. 6 more over here. Okay, so that should be fine for now. Let's see, I'm gonna need a lot more pipe, probably. I need a color for like a heat line. What am I not using? I mean, oxygen, this is exhaust gas, cold, exhaust gas, hot. Orange is fuel, gray is carbon dioxide, red is hydrogen. I'm not using the pink, but I really don't want to use the pink. Is there like a purple? Could we use a purple? Is there such a thing as purple paint? Oh, there is. And then we could just make that just be like a straight up heat line. Let me think. Okay, first off, let me... where is our generation line? It's over here. Okay, so it does go in there. And then I'm going to have to run that across the roof. Should hopefully have enough cable for all of that. And then, let's see. Okay, so we're going to do a little trickery here. And I'm going to put all of this into that. That turns all of it green. And then this can just go back. And then what I can do here, that can go straight across, I think. And then I'll run this to the outside if I can. I think it's bare on the outside where I've got the plastic on the inside. Yeah, okay. So it should work. All right. So that gets us all the way to the other side, so that's good. And then we head over here. All right. And then we have to connect that over to there. That is coming in there. Okay. Okay, and then I will split, well, hang on. Split half of this. There we go. Gives me another 26 green cables. And I'm just going to run this straight across that. Good to go. Okay, so now what is going to happen is, oops, no, that can go there. I'm going to remove this piece of glass. The pressure, because it's 55 out here and probably 40 something up there, is going to force me up. So that's going to be fun. And then we will paint what we have in here. And then I have no idea if that thing's even turning. It doesn't look like it. Alright, and then we can take this and put it back there. Okay, why does that spin when I close it? It's weird. Alright, anyways, so that's there. So now when I have to vent this whole area, because there's, you know, too much heat or too much pressure in here or whatever, it now can go up through there to the atmosphere and then give us a little bit of extra power as it goes out. At least that's the thought process. I don't know if it'll actually work out that way. All right, next thing, I need more Harveys. So, I need 2 more at least. So, Harvey. Unfortunately, I have to wait for this to finish. Oh, no, I'm going to be out of copper anyways, so it'll be fine. So let's just make some more copper because that'll be easier. Copper is there. Let's turn that on. All right, so copper 1, copper 2, and then also we'll put some of this over to here. This can go over to there and turn back red, and that should be good there. Everything else, well, we'll do another 2 stacks, I guess, as long as I've got the space for it. All right, so that is that, and then we throw this into here. Now, with the temperature being where it is, it might actually be close to hot enough that it's going to auto-ignite for 1. Oh wait, no, that's got to get turned off. That has to turn on. Oh, it didn't auto-ignite. Okay. We'll just turn that off then. And hit that, and then there we go. Alright. Now, I think because we're starting with a much higher temperature in there, I think it'll be easier to get like really, really high temperatures. So that'll be something interesting to try out. I also want to throw some gold in there. Probably just 100 though, not too much. Do I even have 200? Or 100, I should say. Looks like I do. Okay. Then we'll just empty that out. That'll be good. Then I should probably put like a sensor inside that room so I can kind of keep track of what the temperature and pressure is like in there. I wonder if I can connect it to that. Probably, right? I mean, I need a couple more consoles, so I can always make that. Then we have one Harvey here. I need to make one more Harvey. And then we'll go into consoles next. So while that one's printing off, I'll get this one set up. And then I'll see about getting some purple paint. Probably replace it with the pink, because I don't know if I'm going to be using the pink for anything. Okay, I believe that is set up properly. There we go. We'll put the pink up here, I guess. All right, now back upstairs. There we are. Okay, you are, I mean, still charged, so that's good, right? Let's see, purple. There we go. Make that. Thank you. All right. So that is going to be just our hot line, and not necessarily any kind of exhaust, but it is a line that is meant to be kept hot. So it's kind of like the hot exhaust line, just, you know, doesn't have exhaust. Alrighty. All right. Okay, so that should be our other Harvey. Now I need to make a couple of these. Okay, and then some gas displays. I'm assuming that I can just connect these to the tank. I'm not 100% on that though. But let's get these set up. I think I can put these here. And then we have one of these can go there, the other one can go there. And then I need some glass. Okay. And now we just need to connect everything. Let me set up this Harvey real quick first. And then we're also going to need something to drink. So I may set up a water stand down here. I think that could be useful. Okay, so Harvey, you can go there. Perfect. Turn that on. All right. So that is all good. I'm going to need to set up all of the chutes to go into and out of that. I'm also going to need another sorter in there, so that's going to be fun. And then this is still kind of doing its thing, right? Well, actually, hang on. It says it's active. Yeah, we were at, what, 318, 317? So it's definitely working now. So the reason why this kept on switching back and forth is because there wasn't enough volume in here. So by adding that, it allows us to get that volume. So I think that will be good. All right. Let's see, what do I need next? Hotline, right? So I have to get that set up too. It's gonna be warm in there, but okay. We're boiling. Why, yes. Yes, we are. All right. Okay, and now this, I want to connect over to here so we can get some power, which means I'm gonna need this. And then that goes into there. And then I'm going to need more of these. And then that can go into here, followed by that. All right. There we go. I am no longer on fire, so that's good. Okay, so with that being connected, will that let me... Well, let me name it first. So this is going to be tank heat. That's quite literally all it's going to be there for. So we'll put that into there and we'll color it. And then I should probably head in here and paint all of this as well. Yes, I know. It is very, very hot in here. I am completely aware. It's like standing in fire. I get it. All right. Get that going. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna paint these purple as well, because then it'll be easy to figure out, you know, like what they're going to. All right, so that'll go there. So this is our heat tank. And now we get to see if I can pull off of the tank or if that's not gonna work. Let's see, advanced furnace, combustion centrifuge, another console, tank heat. Yes, we can. That'll give us the pressure, so that'll be good. And then we'll also get the temperature. I believe that was at the bottom, right? Yeah. Okay, that can go there. All right, so now that gives us an idea of what's in there, so that's all great. If this gets too high, I'll know to empty out some of the pressure. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. What else? Does anything need more steel? 75 grams, 102 grams, 102 grams, okay. Stellite, silicon. We could use more silicon, I suppose. That needs lots of silicon. It's completely out, okay. So let's go and get some of that. Sir, nope, okay. We don't have much. All right, so that can get turned off. That can go in there. That can also go in there. That should be enough. Okay, and then if we light that on fire. Yeah, so that gives you an idea of just how much heat leaches off of this thing. It's quite a lot. Alright, so that should be good. I'm going to make another 100. So let me grab that. Alright, and then we'll turn that off. Good. Alright. Good to go. Alright. Now that... Oops, yeah, okay. Having been sufficiently heated. Okay, so one of these will go into here, the other one will go into here. We're gonna need more insulated pipe, so probably should make another 100. Let's see, pipe, insulated, good, good. All right, let's go upstairs and get some water. Do I want to pull all that down? I mean, being able to get food from multiple locations, probably a good idea. All right, so now we can open up in here. Okay, so start off with food, I guess, right? Good. I could just take like one of these water fillers and the water bottles downstairs because I'm not using both of them up here, right? Kind of makes sense, right? I think. But first, let's grab these little tomatoes. Then throw them into there. Good to go. Okay, so I'm going to take bottle number 1, bottle number 2, and then I'll just take this thing completely out of the wall, and you're not going to notice a difference up here. So, yeah, looks nice and easy. Okay, so that is that. And then, let's see, I'm going to grab one of these foods, put that down there too. Well, actually, I can grab 2 of these foods. So we'll bring all of this downstairs. And we'll put it in the greenhouse room because that's going to be a breathable atmosphere in there eventually. So all I have to do is get it all connected. Easy enough, right? Okay. Okay, so we're 581 degrees in there, and that is losing temperature slowly. I wonder from what? Maybe it's just like natural radiation out of the room? I mean, it's slow, but it's still there. It's not great. Okay, so, and then that's doing all of that stuff, but I don't really have room at the moment. Okay. Now, I did the correct thing here in putting this completely inside of a block. So we'll go with, what is type 4? I think that'll be fine. Okay, so now that I've got that, we'll throw this and that down, clear up some space. All right, water filler bucket thing. Yeah, this has to go that way, so we gotta fill it up from the top. Okay, I could... yeah, we'll put it here, I guess. And then we'll fill in that with that, and then power from the bottom, which is already there. So let me get that in there. So that is good there, and now I just need to get the piping hooked up, and that shouldn't be too hard either, except I don't have any pipes. It's kind of an issue. Oh, there we go. I have pipes. Okay. Good. Okay, so that should be good. All right. Excellent. So that's doing its thing. Fairly happy with that, actually. Yeah, and then we can just kind of fill this in with plastic. There we go. And it's just kind of chilling there on the wall. All right, so that can go there. I wanted to make one of these, but I want to get like the corner one. And then we'll use that just to store, you know, like a little bit of food, I guess. It's a locker, right? This thing's still going? Nice. Locker. Good. Alright, so all of this can get stored kind of over here as just extra pipe. And that way it's there if I need it, which will be good. We'll put that kind of down here, and then we'll have this kind of continue there. So there's that. That's doing its thing good. Alright, so now I need to find a way to get the purple line over here somehow. Alright, so if I went straight up, okay, so that's directly above that. It's probably not the best idea to put it there. And then, you know what, I'm gonna do my little trick thing again. If I can get this, I can't. Okay, so the little trick thing isn't gonna work. Okay, then we do the other trick thing. And that is we paint the entire stack. Easy enough, right? And then we're going to need a wrench to connect this all over to here, and then from here we're just going to go up. I don't know how much space I have over here. Not enough to go through. Okay. Then we're going to have to go probably this way. I mean, it's probably good to probably have this centralized anyways. So then I'll get that over here, and then do I have another? Is that done? Oh, that's all done. Okay. So that'll work like that. Free paint jobs. Okay, so now I have to get this to go through here. And then I'm gonna have to get around this, because that is where that is coming in. Up there. Okay. So that's in the middle there, so we'll run it over to here, I guess. That should be able to go over the top of that, right? do believe so. Okay, now that can go over into there. All right. And then this can continue to go over here. Now keep in mind, the only thing in here is heat. This is the only thing that is in here. It's not going to be used to store gases or anything like that. It's just a way to convey heat from one place to another. Okay, so with that, we have our heat line set up. Pressure went down a little bit, so that's, I guess, okay. All right. Now, what can we do? I can get an atmospherics kit. Let's see, atmospherics. And then we're gonna have to make a air conditioning unit. I'm just gonna use the air conditioning unit in there, I think. And then I'm also gonna need, let me see, it's gonna be heat exchanger. Do you want a big one, little one? Probably just this one. Okay, now we need steel. Okay, so let's make some steel. Alright, so we'll need one of these, and then 3 of these. 2 and 3. And then we'll need some pressure in here. That should be enough. Light it on fire. Oh wow, that cooled down real fast. Oh, right, because I had that open. That makes sense. There we go. Is that not... Do we need more pressure? There we go. So we needed more pressure. Okay. There is our steel. Good. And then that goes into here to make that. Alright, so we'll take that, and we'll take this. See what we can make work with this. That is heating that up a lot. So we'll get that emptied. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna have to set all of this up. Okay, so this has got to go. Okay, so that's gonna be input, output. I'm also gonna need a loop, I guess. Well, no, that's just gonna be passive vents on the input and output, and then just the refrigerant section is what gets connected. So how do we want to do this? I mean, we could set it up like this, right? And just have that go here. I think that'll work. And we need a couple of passive vents, which I do not have. There's my locker. That can turn off. Alright, passive vent. Good. Alright, it's good to go. Alright. Okay, and then how do we want this to go? I'll probably just run this straight down, and then let me set this thing up too. I want the corner. There we go. That should be good right there. And then we can take our stuff, throw it in there. So that's our food. And then we have our water maker here. I could like completely enclose this thing, I suppose. I mean, I could. Wouldn't even be hard. Okay, so that is wall type 4. And then we'll set this down on the ground to do that one as well. Oh, whoops. Gotta make sure you set it the right way. Alright, so that can go there. That can go there. Then we need our little drill guy. That can go there. Alright. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is set a glass wall here. That should still allow us access into there, but it'll kind of keep everything out of the way. Then we'll put the glass in there. Yeah, now can I put ice in there still? Survey says yes. Oh, but then that puts the nitrogen into that room, which will eventually fill up. I mean, there's a way around that, I think. So, right, crowbar. Could just leave that open. That way there's no risk of it exploding or anything. And then if I really want to fix it, I can do that later. Okay, so we've got our water. Lots and lots and lots of water. Actually, how much water do we actually have in here? 5 liters? Almost 6. That's pretty good. It's a little cold in here, but what is the temperature? Okay, so pressure is decent. We still have a little bit of pollutant in here. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. I hope not. But yeah, it is getting filtered out, so that's good. All right. So we'll leave that there, and then this thing needs what? Kit pipe. Regular old pipe, which I don't have. Actually, hold on. Let me look up. No, not hydroponics. Brain, work. Atmospherics. There you go. Air conditioner requires pipe and cable coil. Okay, so I just need the pipe then. Easy enough. I have insulated pipe, but I think I need regular pipe. Thank you. wrench, right? No, just the pipes. Okay. And then the wires. But then that's also going to need... It's going to need like this. Screwdriver. Okay. So there's that. Good. Alright, so that's that. Now we'll need to run this, of course, into here. So we can get some power in there. And we're going to need this guy so that we can connect it. Excellent. Alright, and now that we've got that, we need this, right? Alright, so let me grab the wrench. And then I'm going to need to get some more pipe. Okay, turn that on to 25. Get that going. Temperature differential efficiency is 140%. That's hilarious. Then our operational temperature efficiency is only 2%, so meh. Pressure efficiency is okay. So hopefully we should see the temperature in here rise. 18.6. I mean, it's a large space to heat, right? But I'm hoping that it works. We shall see. Yep. Okay, good. So we're going up. We'll get there eventually. Okay, so let's try cracking this open. Hopefully the pollutant isn't going to kill us. And then we'll go ahead and eat. Just throw that down there at the bottom. Okay. Close. Flush. And that just takes any pollutant that might have gone inside my suit and just puts it into the waste tank. So, easy enough there. Now we can actually refill ourselves down here, which is very, very nice and useful. That I suppose we can turn off for now. Alright, so now for these Harveys. Right, so they're all going to have to be controlled, right? And then everything has to be named. Hydroponics device. Okay, so this is grower tomato 5, grower tomato 5. Okay, what else do we want to grow? Potatoes? Grower potato 1. Grower potato 2. Oh, 1. Wait, hang on. What is this? Oh, that's a hyphen. Okay. I want to make sure that these are the same naming convention because then that makes everything a lot easier. Hyphen confirm. And then this is going to be grower potato 2. And I'll just copy everything from here, confirm. Potato 2, all right. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. And 5. Alright, so now that I've got that done, we got to take our Harveys over here. Throw this back over into here. We're going to import what we've already got on there. Then we'll go in here to edit. Okay, so now this is going to be, let's see, grower potato 1. Copy. 2, 3, 4, 5, good. And then I'm also gonna have to grow some soybeans right away. So we'll export that onto here. I mean, I could just leave that here, I suppose. I'm not quite ready for all of this to do its thing yet. Right, and then, oh, right, we have our heat exchanger. I wanted to have this not be directly connected into here, but how would I, like, handle that? Oh, that's huge. Don't I have, like, a smaller one? Apparently I don't. Okay, well, we'll put that over there for now. And I'll see if I can make a smaller one that just has the 2 inputs. That's the one that I actually want. And then I want to put a valve on there, if I can. I don't think I necessarily need one, but... okay, so we have... Oh, there we go. Small direct heat exchanger. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so that will be for me. And then, let's see what else I'm going to need. Yeah, I think I'm going to want a valve. So we'll take that with us, and then I'm also going to take this cowl with me, because we might need that temporarily anyways. I mean, it really depends on what's inside this pipe already. If there's anything that I don't want in there, like if this is pure oxygen, we're good, but it's not. Okay, that is fine. All right, so now this I'm going to put, can I put it like here? I can. I kind of want to put it here though. All right, so now what I have to do is get back here and plug each side of this. Okay, well, first off, let me clear out this thing first. So, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. All right. Okay, now that's going to force any gas that may have been in there back into this pipe up here. And now, if I go over to here and then check it, that should be empty. Good, okay. And then that can go over here and then up here and then over here. Okay. And then for our vent, we're going to need to populate this with some sort of gas. So that is where this comes in. So we're going to run this up to here. And we're just going to set this little vent onto here. And we're going to put the cowl up on top of it. All right. So now what I can do is as soon as I open this up, it'll pressurize this with whatever the atmosphere is. Now, we don't want to leave that like that because this will also take the heat and put it into the atmosphere. So we want to leave that off, and that's just there to kind of fill that line up. And then I'm probably going to need another vent up here, so that way I'm not like always putting in super hot stuff in here. Not sure how I'm going to need that to work though. Okay, so that can go there, that can go there. All right. So I'm gonna need another valve, maybe? All right, and then this could probably also get painted too, right? Does it need to be painted? I don't think it needs to be painted. But that should get us all working over here. Start this thing back up. All right. Okay, so temperature differential is good. Operational temperature efficiency is 4%. So we want that to go up, of course. It's probably too hot, which is why I want to put a valve in here so I can kind of control how much heat actually goes in there. Because then I could technically use this to cool as well, maybe. But that all depends on if I have enough enough volume in here, which I may not have. Yeah, let me just make the valve and keep moving from there. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. That should have finished my little valve. Excellent. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did turn that off. Okay, good. All right. Next, go back into here. All right. So I'm probably gonna want to take out that piece right there, or maybe that piece. It's got to be something that's easy to get to. So we'll put that here, close that off, open this up, get my wrench out, take off that piece there. And then in its place, we will put this. And of course we will paint it. That is not my painter. Okay. There we go. All right. So that, I believe, is good there. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. So I think that's why I picked this out originally, because I wasn't sure. Let me see. So we need pipe network. Oh, that is cold. Wow. So if I open this up, that immediately goes up to really, really hot. Okay, yeah, so we definitely want to keep that on, I think, for now. And then the reason why I want to kind of change this up a little bit and put that valve in there is because once I get to 25 degrees, yes, like up here we're at pretty consistent temperature, right? But then down here, it's constantly shifting the cold air through here, and this is probably really, really cold, right? So, you know, it's doing its thing. And then what I'm hoping, because it has to pump out really, really cold because it's taking out, wait, does that make sense? If we want to put out hot, then we have to create cold. Yeah. So then once this gets up to 25 in the whole room, I mean, we're up to 20 already. That's pretty good. Then if I turn this off, it'll pump in hot air into here, right? And then that will allow us to put in cold over here. So if it gets too hot in here, I just flip this thing and then, you know. And then I could have this controlled via the atmospheric circuitry in here. I don't know if I have enough pieces and parts in here, though. I think all that's kind of taken. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's a way to do it where you can use like hashes or whatever, so you don't actually have to use these screws. All right. Okay, so what is the overall setup in here? So we're at 17.5% nitrogen in here now. CO2 still looks decent. Pollutant is definitely going down, so that's good. And then, does this have pollutant in there? It does. Good. And so then as it pulls that out, or is it just not pulling it? It's doing a little bit, I guess. We'll leave it, it's fine. I mean, it's definitely using up the filter, so that's kind of what we want. And then we've got the one-way in here, which has to be painted brown. There we go. Okay, so I believe we are nearly set up to start cooking. So we're at 22 degrees in here now, so that's actually really, really good. Even with this being like so... Oh, wow, operational temperature is 100% now. Temperature differential efficiency is low. Well, kind of bouncing around. So that's why it's heating up so quickly now. So that's good. So that should get us up to temperature and should hold hopefully fairly well. We'll see how that goes though. And then that'll just kind of communicate back into here, and because our heat line is just for heat and there's kind of nothing else in there, if I need to heat that back up, all I need to do is just put something into the furnace and then cook it. So let's see, we are at a little over an hour, so I think that is some pretty good progress for today. We've got food and water down here now, so that's good. We've got all of our Harveys in place. They're not completely set up yet. I still need to make another filter here. And then I got to get all of these things set up over on this one, and then I've got to get like a main line kind of going through here, which will connect to there and probably go down here. I'm going to need some sort of refrigerator unit connected that we're going to put all of our, food items into or something. But then again, even with the refrigerator though, it's still going to be, it's still going to use power, right? So, but hopefully with this battery in here kind of, and then with our Stirling engine kind of putting in a constant charge, I think we should be all right. But that is going to be it for this video, and to celebrate, I'm going to open up my helmet inside of our greenhouse and breathe the breathable atmosphere. Now there's a little bit of pollutant in here still, but we're working on kind of getting that out. Temperature is kind of doing what we want it to do, so that's good. Pressure efficiency, all of these, like if you average that out, we're probably getting, 70% efficiency overall out of this air conditioner, so it's doing well to heat up the room, so I'm pretty happy about that. All right, but that is going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.